Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we've got the girl Kefla here. So I have completed my summons for her. I got actually pretty damn lucky towards the end there. Actually, insane luck, which is just not fair. It's like, you know, for like 2 seconds to feel like Nano, it does feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, just getting that Nano energy flowing through me for like, you know, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it was, feels pretty good. Okay, so let's go into Dokkan Awakener. I will say this. I feel very similarly to Kefla that I did about Beerus, in that my initial thoughts from, you know, seeing Kefla in the private server, among some other things, I do at the moment feel like she is better than Cooler, right? But as time went on and I really had a lot of experience using Beerus in things like Extreme Super Battle Road, as well as using Beerus in like Battlefield and just a lot of other places, and then while also, you know, knowing how often I've used like Cooler and stuff like that in those modes, and it just felt to me like even though Beerus at his best is better than Cooler at his best, Cooler is just able to like be better across like the entirety of the game, right? Like in all situations, all modes, all that stuff, right? So that's why I would put Cooler above Beerus now, but you know, Beerus is right there. Again, Beerus's best is better than Cooler's best, I think, easily. Now Kefla might turn out similarly. That's the thing. Like, I feel like it's very possible that right now I think she's better than Cooler, but upon using her a lot, I might think that, like, Cooler is better. Especially because, like, Cooler, you know, his team and his support type ability, like, for example, Cooler makes Kefla better, right? Like, anytime a good unit comes out, that happens. So again, we are at 55%, even though I've got all dupes open. Now, one other thing I do want to point out real quick before we hop in here is that when it comes to these 55% videos, I actually don't like to use equipment. I do have a couple pieces of equipment I potentially could put on Kefla, right? Like, I've got that level 4 attack right there. That'd be very good for her. I mean, I could put this level 3 additional that I've got in silver on her. And then what about gold? Yeah, I've got the 500 dodges. I just can't. I keep getting dodge. It's insane. I believe this one is the Universe 6 exclusive, yeah, that I pulled. Well, that video will be coming out soon. I'm going to do a video of the Universe 6 equipment event and sort of go through it. But I don't like to use equipment in these 55% videos, just to sort of like, you know, so we could see what the characters are like without it, right? What? Oh, that mission, that's for the training. It just activated very late for some reason. Let's go and put a sticker on Kefla and take a look at her sticker effects. Someone had asked me to do this on stream when I originally pulled her, but you do have to Dokkan Awaken them first. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that does actually look pretty good right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. So we got TUR base form Kefla. That looks nice. That definitely looks very nice. Let's take a look at Super Saiyan here. This worse. That doesn't look as good. It's because she doesn't have any aura. Like auras and energy attacks are the two things that make these sticker effects look the best, right? So like, you know, Blue Kaioken Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Physical Beerus, you know, those types of units look very good. And then Super Saiyan 2... Yeah, that it flows very nicely right there. That's one of the better ones, I think. I do like that a lot. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla definitely looks very, very good right there in a couple of different ways. All right, let's hop into an event. All right, guys, so we're here in an event. We have our girl Kefla here. We are on turn 2, and then the second Kefla started out in turn 3. So this second Kefla, which is actually mine, she's going to transform into Super Saiyan right away, because Kefla's first transformation is starting from turn 3, which is amazing. That's a great transformation condition. And then she transforms the turn after, provided her HP is, I believe, above 60%? It's, yeah, 60%, which is not bad. That's fine. You know, so it's going to be very common. You're going to see Kefla transform, right? Another thing I do want to make sure to do is when we finish this event, I noticed that the sticker effect is now visible on the map, as well as the rainbow star, so I do want to show that real quick while we're here. So, okay, we can get the 6 orbs. Now, okay, here's something I have to, Kefla, this is going to be a longer video, probably, because there's a lot to explain about Kefla. She has a lot of depth to her, actually. So, she stacks attack when she supers. That's number 1. So, you know, she doesn't really have, like, a max attack. We're just constantly going to see her growing, right? She gets 100% defense at the start of turn, which is beautiful. And then 100% attack when performing a super attack, which is great, because that means support is going to dramatically affect her. I have AGL Vados here. I don't have... See, another thing with a 55% video, The Int Vados is like one of the best units in the game for Kefla. It's probably like Kabe, and then it might be Int Vados after that, because she creates Rainbow Orbs, and she's a support type unit. So it's a double big effect for Kefla, just like Kabe. But Vados is brand new on this banner. I think it would be disingenuous to use Vados pulled from the same banner as Kefla, because the whole point of these 55% videos I do is like, you know, okay, global players, here you go. Here's what the unit looks like. When you just pull one, you get lucky. You do a single on the Kefla banner, you pull Kefla. What does the unit look like? That's why I don't put equipment on them. And that's why I don't want to use Vados in this showcase either, because, you know, chances are, if you're a free-to-play global player, you're not going to get Kefla and Vados, right? It's probably not going to happen. So that's why I'm not using her. Now, she gets the attack buff on super attack, which means she's going to hit harder. Now, when you get 6 key spheres, Kefla gets a 50% chance of dodging and an additional 50% attack. Now, the reason that's incredibly relevant, by the way, is because that 50% chance to dodge activates immediately, which means if Kefla was being attacked before she did on this turn, she would still have the 50% chance to dodge. Majin Vegeta works exactly the same way, where when you get the 6 orbs, his guard ability immediately activates, including attacks before he goes. It's the same thing. That dramatically makes Kefla better. Like, that is huge. So, like, this is turn 1, right? So whatever attack stat Kefla has, this is the first turn of fight, and she has a 50% chance to dodge. Like, she's insane. She is nuts. So let's see. 2 million, 55% with a 50% chance to dodge. Turn 1. And oh, I didn't check her defense, but like her defense is like going to be like 100k or something like that, or close to 100k. So it's not like, you know, she's not in UI Goku where, okay, if she dodges, awesome, but if she doesn't dodge, she gets cream pied. That's not going to happen. So she's super good. All right, now this Kefla, both Keflas are 55%, by the way. I guess I should show this just to prove it, but one reason I want to do this rapid growth slash, this sucks. I can't have Kefla in the middle. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. But one reason for this rapid growth slash universe 16 I like to do this is because, again, both of them are at 55%, right? So 55%, and then, yeah, the friend one doesn't have any dupes, you know, not surprising, right? Oh, wow. Okay. So, oh, can I do this? Yeah, but I can't get 6 orbs, it doesn't look like. We got a little bit unlucky right here. So when Kefla goes Super Saiyan, it's a huge jump. She goes up to 150% defense and 150% attack on Super. And then she still gets 50% attack and high chance of evading with 6 or more key spheres. So that's still the same. If I hit this with Champa, I don't think that's going to give us 6. It's not. Okay, that's okay. So this is going to be Kefla without that second part of her attack pass. Yeah, dude, she's 55%, 133k defense. That's huge. It's such a big number. Like, Kefla is just really disgusting. Again, at her best, I think she's, like, probably far and away better than Cooler. Like, 2.87 right there, and she didn't have... Like, she could have gotten an extra 50% attack from her passive. Like, is it the type of passive that will multiply into itself, too? Yeah, it is. Her additional 50% attack buffs calc separately. So, Super Saiyan Kefla gets a 275% attack buff with 6 key spheres obtained. And keep in mind, at Rainbow, she has over 17,000 attack, which is one of the highest in the game. Now, Kale and Khalifa, by the way, are pretty much, I think, her best linking partner. Because what you would want for units that can link with Kefla, it's basic. You want a Super Saiyan, like, Fuse Fighter or Tournament of Power Fierce Battle unit, right? So basically, you're just looking for a Super Saiyan Fierce Battle unit, which, you know, so like LR Gohan works good. The reason Kale and Khalifa are going to be particular good here is because it's going to activate things like Warriors of Universe 6 and Battlefield Diva, a bunch of extra key links, and Tournament of Power. So in particular, Kefla is giving a monstrous key buff to LR Kale and Khalifa, right? And we know LR Kale and Khalifa, they're still one of the best units in the game. All right, so we're not going to be able to get 6 orbs again with Kefla. See, here's the thing. So, like, we saw she was almost at 3 million last turn, but that was without the 6 orbs. Like, if you're able to consistently get her 6 orbs, which if I had Int Vados in the team, we would be able to. So, okay, so there she's at 1.7. That's much lower. Without any... I mean, but a lot of that is without support, right? Because Kefla gets her attack buff on super attack, when you have support type units on rotation with her, her damage just, like, shoots into infinity, basically. Like, it goes up, like, exponentially so high when you have support type units around units that get the attack buff on super attack. That's why secretly, like, LR Majin Vegeta is still, like, a ridiculous hard hitter. Like turn 1, LR Majin Vegeta is up there with a lot of the top units in the game, right? Well, not like LR Goku and Frieza and stuff like that, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, Majin Vegeta, I feel like LR Majin Vegeta, the AGL one, can hit way harder than a lot of people give him credit for. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now we're going to be able to go Super Saiyan 2. We are going to be able to use Kefla's active skill as well. She does also have an active skill. Again, there's a lot to Kefla, right? She's a very advanced unit in that she just has so much going on for her, right? I think we will use the active skill. So her active skill changes physical key spheres to STR and makes her super effective against all types for 1 turn. And she can only perform that. Wait, that changes physical. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. She can only do that if going up against a pure Saiyan enemy or a Universal Survival Saga enemy. The enemy Kefla, of course, is from the Universal Survival Saga. So, bam, here we go. We're going to be able to get this. So, keep in mind that the damage Kefla does on this turn is super effective against all types. Now, the other thing about this, too, so let me just go ahead and hit this right here. So, Kefla, we're going to get the 6 orbs. So, let me go ahead and read Super Saiyan 2 Kefla's passive, like, verbatim here. So, she gets 2 key, 160% defense at the start of turn, good. 160% attack when performing a super attack, good. Then she gets a high chance of evading enemy attacks just at the start of turn. So she has a free 50% chance to dodge. Then she launches a guaranteed super with 6 or more key spheres. So she's just so nuts, right? And keep in mind that all of these attacks, every attack she does, every super attack, she stacks attack across all of her forms. Base, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 2. So she just did a 2.6 million attack stat right there. Keep in mind that it's a 1.5 times multiplier, super effective against all types. So that's more like a 4 million attack stat. So Kefla, you could basically just say did an 8 million attack stat right here. Between the 2 super attacks, super effective against all types, she did like the equivalent of like an 8 million attack stat right there. 55%. So when I say that at her best she's better than Cooler, that's what I'm talking about. Cooler can do that as well, but, you know, if you have him linked up with his non-transformed, you know, base form version, and you're in, like, the Legendary Goku event, and he's able to get through very far, and you've got, like, big bad bosses. I mean, Kefla is gated a little bit as well, right? Because in order to do it with her, you know, like, to get the super effective against all types, you do have to be going up against a very particular sort of enemy, but the point is made. I'm not going to put Kefla in the second slot, because I don't think the enemy boss Kefla could survive an attack from Kabe or Kale and Caulifla. So we're just going to leave Kefla out front. We'll go ahead and use her active skill again, because it doesn't change her damage, right? All this does is make a little bit more orbs. And then also, we just know that her damage is actually a lot higher than the attack stat that we're seeing, right? So, like, I made the comparison that Kefla is almost sort of like a baby version of, like, Blue Gogeta, LR Blue Gogeta. And I feel like that does stick. I mean, only in specific circumstances, but she does resemble LR Blue Gogeta a little bit, which, I do think LR UI Goku's the best unit in the game, just across all modes. I think his 70% chance to dodge is going to be very, very, very useful and effective. But, like, Blue Gogeta and Vegito Blue, the top level they get to, LR UI Goku is not even, like, half as good as, like, full power Blue Vegito and Gogeta. So there we go. We can see that the little sticker effect is even here on the map, which is cool. Alright, so the thing about Kefla, too, she's on, like, 10 teams. She's on 10 categories. So let's look at her on a couple of different categories. I may actually even do 2 rainbow showcases for her, once I actually rainbow her. I might start doing that for these characters that are on just, like, a million category teams, right? Like, if LR AGL Gohan came out today, and, like, the 50 teams he's on, I, probably would do, like, 2 rainbow videos, because I don't want to do, like, an hour-long video where I go through every team, but, like, I do want to, like, show how good they could be on a lot of these teams as well, so. Alright, let's go to the next team. Alright, guys, so one of the teams Kefla is on is the Super Saiyan team, which we're on right now. The Super Saiyan team has gotten pretty interesting because we've gotten a huge amount of characters added to it that are base form, right? Future Gohan, Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Namek Goku, like, base Gotenks, like, so many characters now. Like, it's the transformation mechanic itself. She's at 90k defense, 55%, turn 1. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, listen, I understand the love for Cooler and how good he is, and, like, Cooler, it's going to be very difficult for Cooler to age in, like, for him to age out of usefulness, right? But, like, keep in mind, this is 55% Kefla. And she has a 50% chance to dodge and basically 100k defense turn 1. Cooler can't match that. He doesn't. He does not. I really, really highly value units that can dodge at a 50% or 70% rate. Or, you know, basically, you know, Tech Khalifa can get up to like a 97% chance or whatever she could do, you know, or 96 if it's just not flat out 100% chance to dodge, right? But like any units that have like 50% chance to dodge and up, I highly value them because it's just a really, really powerful ability. To completely avoid any damage whatsoever is just insane, right? That's just gigantic, a huge advantage. This is the reason why a 1 point in additional in the hidden potential system gives you 2 additional. 1 point in critical in the hidden potential system gives you 2 critical. 1 point in dodge gives you 1% chance to dodge. That is one reason why many people recommend staying away from giving any units dodge in the hidden potential system, is because the additional and crit chance is twice. Like every point of crit and additional, you get 2%, whereas every point of dodge, you get 1%, right? So like Dokkan knows how ridiculous dodging is. This is 6. That's 6. See, here's the thing. If we're going to put Kefla with Kabe, I mean, we're going to see these ridiculous attack stats all the time. Because Kabe, you know, is creating STR orbs as well as giving a 50% attack buff. So, you know, I've already established how Kefla, with units that give an attack buff mid-turn like that, yeah, dude, Kefla did not have Fierce, like, she didn't have Fierce Battle active right there. 3.23 without Fierce Battle active. Like, you know, and again, that's over a 3 million attack stat. Her defense, did I look at her defense? Damn it. It would have been like 120k, 130k, I think. And then she also had the 50% chance to dodge. Like, it's just, when comparing her to Cooler, it's just it's just power creep. Like, Cooler is great. And, you know, by the end of all these Kefla videos, yeah, I might say Cooler is better. Probably will. But, like, again, like, Cooler, you know, just the stuff Kefla does. I mean, I don't want to... Here's the thing about Cooler, too. Against pure and hybrid Saiyans, he does do guaranteed crits, which is just a huge... It's just a massive advantage he's got, right? Whereas, I mean, Kefla, she doesn't really need any type of opponent to be at her best. I mean, she does get that active skill, but, I mean, she doesn't get the active skill at the minimum until turn 5 anyway, right? So, like, that's not something you're going to see that commonly if you're going into, like, Super Battle Road, stuff like that. I mean, I guess long events, still kind of events. We are going to be able to get to turn 5 with regularity. Also, again, it's very, very easy for her to transform, which is good. It would have been a huge, huge mistake to make it to where Kefla had a difficulty transforming. I mean, honestly, at this point in the game, like, we just don't need to have those shenanigans. Like, units should just be transforming willy-nilly easy. Honestly, I think every transformation probably should be an active skill transformation as well. I do think, you know, just making Kefla have 3 active skills would have been better. 2 active skill transformation. Well, I don't know. I mean, giving her 2 active skills would have been cool. So she could have active skill transformed into Super Saiyan 2 or something like that, and then, you know, had her active skill to get the super effective against all types. I don't know. There's a lot she could do, right? But this Kabe, by the way, I mean, he's just so important to her. And, you know, Kabe, Vados are the 2 big ones, because when you give this Kefla all those orbs, it's GG. And here's proof that her dodge activates right away, by the way. I didn't check her defense again, damn it. I mean, look at this. So, like, 2.31, super effective against all types. I think she's only going to super once, but she would be able to super a second time as well. Oh, yeah, here we go. And second super attack. It's just like, we see what she's doing. Like, she looks like a rainbow unit at free dupe. Right? Like, yeah? Right? Like, do we agree on that? She looks like a rainbow unit at free dupe. Like, that's just how strong this Kefla is. Alright, we'll go ahead. We'll go one more turn here. And then we will go ahead and finish up. I do want to see one more turn of Kefla. Right, because Kefla is constantly stacking her attack, We are going to see her progressively get stronger as, like, long events and stuff like that are going on. That is something that she has in similar with Cooler. But keep in mind that Cooler is not able to do that until he transforms into his final form. But, I mean, here's the thing about that. I think I probably actually like Cooler's lowering attack in his base form even better than him like, stacking attack is great. Extra damage is awesome, right? Yahoo, awesome. But, like, you know, that lowering attack is super good for, like, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, stuff like that. So, like, I almost do sort of like raising it, like, lowering attack over stacking attack. But, I mean, that's just me, right? Okay, so this is a really good rotation for Kefla here. Yeah, we can get 6 orbs. Yeah, we can. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. I don't think Kabe can finish Vegeta off. What's her defense? 121k. And again, she's going to have a double super attack. She has 50% chance to dodge. You know, like, she's nuts, man. Like, she's doing a lot. And, you know, like, she definitely gets a lot better with the orbs, but, you know, once she gets to Super Saiyan 2, the orbs aren't as necessary, because she just has dodge for free at the start of turn. And then the orbs just give her a second super attack, which is obviously goated, godly, right? But, like, you know. So there we go. She's pretty good. All right, guys. So now we are on Cooler's team himself. Like, again, this is one of the things to definitely add to Cooler. Like, you know, like, all right, we're compiling evidence for who's better, Kefla or Cooler. It has to be stated that, like, Cooler's team is definitely better than Kefla's. Like, I feel like you maybe can make the case that Kefla actually might have a better team at the moment. I know it seems insane, but just wait for future videos for that. But Cooler's team is definitely going to surpass whatever Kefla's got right now, because Transformation Boost is the most, like, endless potential category there is in the game, with how they just create transforming characters every single Dokkan Fest. And all these characters get buffed by Cooler himself, right? Right now, Cooler is giving a support type buff to Kefla. We've already established 50 million times how big of a deal it is that Kefla gets support. Also, again, you know, in base, I mean, for Kefla, we're really just looking for Fierce Battle in terms of links for her, which Cooler provides. So, like, this is fine. Now, I also do have to talk about this guy right here, Fat Majin Buu. This World Tournament Buu right here is insane. He is a double orb changer, which... do I really need to go into details why that's huge with Kefla, right? Allowing her to easily get the 6 orbs right there. This Fat Majin Buu is insane. Double orb changers are beyond OP. So, you know, this Majin Buu, you know, I remember I was really talking a lot about him when Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out. And now here we are yet again, where another unit that needs orbs comes out. Guess who's around? Fat Majin Buu. So here we go. 55%, 2 million turn 1. 50% chance to dodge. Like, again, Kefla is built different. Like I think you could apply. Cooler is built different. So is Kefla. They're nuts. The two of them are absolutely nuts. So there's Cooler at 1.57 million. I guess the difference between Cooler and Kefla right there is that Cooler has all of these, you know, sort of wicked bloodline attack links and stuff like that we could potentially have activated. Whereas Kefla, you know, especially in base, it's basically just Fierce Battle she has. I mean, she also has Saiyan Warrior Race and Power Bestowed by God, but those aren't, like, a real monster attack link, right? Whereas, again, if I just... let me look at Cooler's link set real quick, because Cooler has stuff like Big Bad Bosses, Universe's Most Malevolent. Like, that's... the reason the Frieza family units always look so ridiculous is because they have... their link sets are insane, right? So, like, okay, yeah, Cooler. Thirst for Conquest, 15% attack. Big Bad Boss, 25% attack. Brutal Beatdown, 10% attack. Universe's Most Malevolent, 15% attack. Fierce Battle, 15% attack. So we easily, if we had, like, another Frieza in slot 3 on that turn instead of Buu, like, I think Cooler probably would have had a higher attack stat, right? I believe so. All right, let me see. I want, I guess it doesn't really matter between Kid Buu and Turles here. I'll probably just put Fat Buu right there to just block a little bit. Well, we're probably gonna finish this Vegito off anyway. But Transformation Boost, right? Cooler's team, man, I don't even... do I really even want to stick with that claim that Kefla's team might be better than Cooler's? Because I just think about, like, Fat Buu is on here, this Fat Buu is on here, you know, Turles is on here, Kid Buu is on... like, you just, like, Cooler's team is, like, the best for showcases because you have, like, all of these ridiculous, like, orb changers. You know, Turles is just a general 3-key and 40% attack to everybody. You know, Kid Buu, 2-key, 50% attack and defense to everybody, right? Like, these things exist on Cooler's team, which it just makes it look so good whenever you want. And again, because Transformation Boost is just so varied, you know, every single Dokkan Fest exclusive pretty much these days ends up on Transformation Boost because, you know, these characters that transform are just more exciting than non-transformation characters. It's just that simple. Even if the transformation condition is annoying sometimes, they're just more exciting. So, like, we're just going to see this pushed constantly, right? Like, and like, Transformation Boost, like, every Frieza, Cell, and Buu are already on there, right? And then, like, you know, we're just adding to it. Janemba's on there. Like, Transformation Boost, it's just so crazy. Okay. We're not going to get the 6 orbs for Kefla, which is unfortunate because her attack stat would have been just ridiculous right here. Because she's getting double buffed from both Coolers, right? Keep that in mind. Again, I would also mention, Cooler gets the 3rd turn transformation ability, and then the guaranteed crits against pure and hybrid Saiyans when he's fighting a pure hybrid Saiyan, right? Now, that is most of the game. So most of the time, you are going to see that. But again, on times like this, we're fighting Vegito Blue, who erroneously is not a part of the Super Saiyan category. He should be, right? But he's not. So Cooler is not able to transform for quite a while, right? Now, keep in mind, Kefla's lower attack set right there, only 2.3. We did not get the 6 orbs with her. So, like, there's the difference. Like, if we had gotten the 6 orbs with her, like, her attack set would have been, like, 3.5 million or something like that, right? Like, it's huge. It's a huge effect. We just got unlucky with our rotations because both Fat Majin Buus here are going to be able to like, create so many orbs for her, right? Like, both of these guys. Because he creates STR orbs, and then the Tech one creates double rainbow orbs, right? Which is just really good. So, okay, again, I would prefer not to finish this Vegito off, but I don't know. I mean, you know, Ki is not really too much of an issue on this team. And by the way, you know, I'm using both Fat Buus on the team because, you know, the STR one is basically the one that fights, like, Majin Vegeta. Well, yeah, he literally is one that fights Majin Vegeta because when he sort of, like, he doesn't blow himself up at this, like, explosion that he creates, right? The Angry Explosion, I believe it's called. And then Mr. Buu, the Tech one, is from after, basically, they've beaten Kid Buu, right? Even though his attack is him attacking, who is it, Supreme Kai? Yeah, I believe that's him attacking Supreme Kai. Even though that's the case, the card is supposed to be from after Kid Buu is beaten. Like, he's on the World Tournament category and stuff like that, so, you know, keep that in mind. Please don't additional. Okay, good. Okay, so, oh, we might not, oh, no, wow, yeah. Well, like, 60% is pretty good, because we took some damage there, but we're still above 60%. So, Kefla has very good transformation conditions. So, oh, no. Damn, but we don't have, yeah, we don't have Kid Buu's full passive. That's unfortunate. I'll make sure to heal next turn. It'll be fine. So this is 30% from Cooler and 30% from Kid Buu. We're not going to get it, but keep in mind Kefla could do a second super attack, but, you know, she's going to finish Vegito on the first super attack, but she does have a second one after, so. Now, that's the thing between Kefla and Cooler, right? Cooler can super attack 3 times in a turn. So can Kefla. But Kefla's going to do it, I think, probably more often. Cooler has what? A guaranteed additional that has a 30% chance of being a super attack, and then he could get his hidden potential super attack as well. Whereas Kefla with 6 orbs gets a guaranteed second super attack. So I think Kefla probably is in a better condition overall. Here, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, my items are my World Tournament items still. Okay. I didn't realize that. I probably should change that. Okay. Let me see here. This is the last turn we're going to do anyway. I would prefer if Cooler does not actually get a super attack here. So let me try and make that a possibility. Yep, okay, perfect. Okay. In the next turn, we're not going to be above 80%, actually. Well, maybe if I get all these STR orbs, nah, I don't think we're going to be above 80%. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, it's fine. I feel like we've seen enough from Kefla at 55% to justify how insane she is anyway. Like, I didn't even do, like, B-Pan shenanigans with her, too. Like, I'll save that for... Again, I'm planning on doing 2 rainbow videos for her because, like, you know, when I do these rainbow videos for you, and it's like, I'll do, like, 3 teams. Oh, wow. Okay, that was very unfortunate. Turles. So we didn't get Kid Buu or Turles' passive right here. Like, Kefla could have had, like, such a higher attack set than what she's going to end up with. And Turles transforming doesn't even give Kefla, excuse me, it doesn't even give Kibu his full passive. So, that's unfortunate. But whatever. This will be the last turn regardless. Again, I'm going to do 2 rainbow videos on her. So we'll see her, you know, on, like, all these teams. I'm going to start doing this with these units that are on, like, 10 plus, like, I don't know, like, 8 plus category teams. I might start doing this. Because, like, you know, we want to see Kefla on, like, Peppy Gals, Universal Survival Saga, Patara, Full Power, like, all these teams. We didn't even look at her on this. Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta's team, Revived Warrior / Super Saiyan 2 is fantastic, right? Last Resort, Blue Vegito and Blue Gogeta's team, like, Kefla will be great on there, by the way. Even though she doesn't have Prepare for Battle or Over in a Flash, she does have Fuse Fighter. So that's going to allow her to link up very well. And then, of course, there's also Tournament of Power, which some units on that category have as well, right? Like Blue Cow King Goku, if you want to use him. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but, you know, he does have Tournament of Power and Over in a Flash, so that would work good on Last Resort, right? So, okay. Let's go ahead and move into Kefla's details, but up to this point, I am thoroughly impressed with her. Let me actually, you know what, real quick. Let me just get this attack stat by Cooler right here, having him linked with himself. Active Skill Transformation. He is not going to be doing guaranteed crits because Vegito is obviously not a pure or hybrid Saiyan, according to Dokkan. I mean, Vegito should be on pure Saiyans, clearly. Akatsuki, listen, we got to get to the bottom of this with Akatsuki. These categories need to be fixed. They need to be fixed, for sure. Because Cooler right now should be guaranteed critting against Vegito. Vegito is a Saiyan. He's just a Saiyan, pure and simple. There's no, oh, well, the two Saiyans actually makes it not a pure Saiyan. Let's stop. Vegito should be on pure Saiyans, period. So should Kefla as well. Let me see what Cooler gets right here. He's at 3.22. That's very good. Very good. And again, keep in mind, if it was a pure hybrid Saiyan, that'd be 3.22 million with a guaranteed crit as well, which is insane. Then he has that was a 30% chance it could have been a super. And then he has this in potential system, which we did get, but that one wasn't a super attack either. So, again, Cooler, at the bare, like, you know, I feel like I might end up saying Cooler's still #1 after all this, but Kefla, you know, she's right up there. She's definitely in the highest tier. Like, Kefla, Cooler, Beerus. I do think Bardock, you know, definitely can be in that realm as well. They're built different. They're very strong. All right, guys, so this is Limit Breaking Heights Kefla. Her leader skill is Universe 6, category Key 3 and 170%, or Rapid Growth, category Key 3 and 150%. Now, Rapid Growth, I've done several videos on it, how it's should be the best category in the game, but they made it one of the most limited. You know, like, I played a clip of Rose literally talking about Vegeta's Rapid Growth, and Goresh tells me that Rose uses the actual literal Japanese word that the category is called. Like, Rose uses the same word describing Vegeta, but Vegeta's not in the category, right? But Universe 6 now is so cohesive. You don't even need Rapid Growth, honestly. And Universe 6 has full 170% across the board. I'm going to do just a Universe 6 showcase with her. Universe 6 is just so nuts. It's so crazy. Like, all these Kale and Khalifa and Kefla units are just so stupid next to each other. And keep in mind that Universe 6 and Rapid Growth are both going to improve big time from Physical Kale's EZA and AGL Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa's EZA. As of the moment, we do not know their details yet, so that's going to be interesting. Kefla's super attack is the Gigantic Crash, which stacks attack, does immense damage, and lowers defense. Her passive skill, What a Nice Feeling, gives her 100% defense at the start of turn. Then she gets 100% attack when performing a super attack. Then she gets an additional 50% attack and a 50% chance to dodge when she gets 6 Key Spheres. Keep in mind that activates immediately. You don't have to wait for her to attack to activate, because some units it works different. Like LR Int Perfect Cell, his defense from the orbs does not kick in until he attacks. Like, it is different for certain units, which I don't like. I wish they would amend that for all other units. Like, LR Int Perfect Cell would be better if he got the defense as soon as he gets to orbs, right? That would be better for a lot of units, but it is what it is. Kefla transforms from the 3rd turn, which is a great transformation condition. Her links are honestly not great, especially in base form. Saiyan Warrior Race, Battlefield Diva, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle. I mean, the issue is that she has 4 key links when she doesn't need it, because she's basically a nuking unit anyway. She needs 6 orbs. So 4 key links is a inherent weakness that this card has. I mean, she hits so hard anyway, it's not that big of a deal. But like, when we're talking about ceilings of units, That's why, like, you know, you could maybe say, like, oh, Cooler, again, I went over how he has, you know, 75% attack from links or whatever like that. Whereas this base Kefla has Fierce Battle, 15%, Power Bestowed by God, which is plus 2,500, and then Saiyan Warrior Race, which is plus 700, right? Not even comparable to what Cooler can do. So, that's an important thing to consider. 12 key multiplier is 150%. I mean, that's, you know, not really too surprising. And then, again, I mean, this girl is on 10 category teams, right? Very rare. This makes her one of the most versatile and useful units in the game. I highly recommend summoning for units on this many teams, but Kefla's banner is very bad. So I don't really recommend summoning for Kefla, or if you're a global player, going for Kefla. So this first category, this is rapid growth right here at the top. Yeah, I'm going to do a rapid growth category showcase and stuff like that. You know, the team, it's good, but it should have been the best category in the game. She's also on Universe 6. Now, Universe 6, I mean, because especially you get Kabe on there, you get Vados, you got Kefla, and then LR Kill and Khalifa, and it's just like, it's GG. Like, it's just over. Like, it's insane. Like, you know, 2 rotations, right? Kefla, Kabe, Kefla, LR Kill, and Khalifa. Those are your 2 rotations. And then it's just, you can't, it's very powerful. I'll just say that. This is Peppy Gals. Yeah, Peppy Gals. So, this is good. We just got a DOKKANFEST exclusive added to Peppy Gals. And then these 2 get their awakenings as well. Massive, massive buff to Peppy Gals. I am a bit disappointed, though, because Peppy Gals, I would like to get a real leader skill. A true leader. And Kefla is really, like, the only option that we'd ever get, like, I think, like, a Dokkanfest exclusive or LR leader skill. But they easily could do an LR Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. I mean, that easily could happen in the future. I think an LR standalone Super Saiyan 2 Kefla is very likely at some point. I mean, probably not soon, but likely. And then that could be where we get the Peppy Gals leader. She's also over here on Universal Survival Saga, which, you know, now this team is starting to really come into its own, right? Like, there's some real powerful buffs coming in. So, you know, we'll see what happens. And LR UI Goku, you know, man, Universal Survival Saga. Another one of those teams has, like, infinite potential. She's on the Patara team, so Patara, I mean, this AGL Vegito we just got, I haven't done the video, I haven't done videos on all these World Tournament units yet. Like, there's just so much going on in both versions. I want to get this Vegito video done, because he's so crazy. Like, for a base Vegito, like, free to play, like, a lot of players are not going to pull LR Blue Vegito for a long time. Duh. But a lot of players probably have this guy, who's an easy-to-obtain free-to-play unit. Well, I don't want to say easy, but it's not that bad. It's just a little bit RNG, right? But, like, it's very easy to get the tickets to get him. So, but yeah, Patara, buff for Patara is very good. Patara now, by the way, just in a way better spot than Fusion. I really want them to do something to get Fusion to match up a little bit better. Kefla's also on full power, which is great. You know, just more options for teams like this just helps out a lot, so that's good. Plus, LRK and Khalifa are on there as well as Evolution Blue Vegeta, another really... Evolution Blue Vegeta is a great unit with Kefla, because Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Tournament of Power, bam, that's all you need. So Kefla and Evolution Blue Vegeta are amazing units to link up next to each other. Kefla's also on Transformation Boost. I mean, you know, every DOKKANFEST exclusive basically gets added to this category, so pretty good. Then we have the Super Saiyan category team. A lot of base form, you know, characters transforming into Super Saiyan added recently. Very good team. She's also on Super Saiyan 2. This is good because, you know, there is definitely a dearth of Super Saiyan 2 category characters that they could add. So Kefla was a very important one to get onto this team, right? Definitely a huge addition to this team, and definitely makes that Majin Vegeta team a little bit better, because you probably would want to run her with Kill and Khalifa on that team for sure. But the only thing is, then, you know, if you have both Majin Vegetas, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then Kefla on there, we're talking 4 units that all need orbs. That would be a little bit rough. So maybe that's one reason you would maybe want to leave off probably Kefla, because you would want to run Super Saiyan 3 Goku with Majin Vegeta. So Kefla is probably who you'd want to leave off in that scenario. And then finally, she's on... What is this? This is Last Resort. She's on Last Resort, yeah. As if Last Resort needed anything else, right? So those are all of our categories. Again, this unit is very, like, advanced. There's just a lot of shit going on with this girl right here. They did a very good job. She's not comparable. She's not as good as LRUI Goku, but they did as good a job as they could have with the DOKKANFEST exclusive. So turn 3, she transforms into Super Saiyan. Super attack changes, passive changes, and then I believe Saiyan Warrior Race changes into the Super Saiyan link, right? So then that helps her out way more. Super Saiyan is like the most common attack link in the game. And again, LR Kalen Caulifla, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Blue Kaioken Goku, right? Like all these units now, like Kefla is great linking partners with all of them, right? All right, so Kefla's super attack is now the Gigantic Cannonball, which stacks attack, does immense, and greatly lowers defense. Wait, does that go up? Yeah, so she goes from lowers defense to greatly lowers defense when she goes to Super Saiyan. Okay. I'm just curious, does it go up for Super Saiyan 2? It does. Okay, it goes to massively. All right, interesting. Her passive skill is now Let's Go at full throttle. So she gets 150% defense at the start of turn, 150% attack when performing a super attack. She gets an additional 50% attack and 50% chance to dodge when she gets 6 Key Spheres. And then she transforms the next turn, the following attacking turn. When her HP is 60% or more, she'll go Super Saiyan 2. Again, her links are Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Warriors of Universe 6, Turn Up Power, and Fierce Battle. Just changing Saiyan Warrior Race to Super Saiyan is huge, honestly. It really is. So, like, that's good. That's a great addition to her when she actually transforms into Super Saiyan. Then again, you know, the next turn after going Super Saiyan, HP's above 60%, you'll go into Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, where at this point, her super attacks change, passive changes, she gains an active skill, but her links do remain the same from Super Saiyan. It's still exactly the same, you know, Super Saiyan still had replaced Saiyan Warrior Race. And again, looking at her sticker effect is really good at Super Saiyan 2. I like that a lot. So her super attack is now Gigantic Breaker, which stacks attack, does immense, and now massively lowers defense. Her passive skill, I'm Number 1, gives her 2 Ki. That 2 Ki is nice, by the way, considering she doesn't have Prepared for Battle or Over in a Flash or Shocking Speed, right? She's just Fuse Fighter and Tournament of Power, so that's good. The 2 Ki is nice. But, I mean, she does still need 6 orbs anyway to be at her best, so, like, Key Links, I guess, aren't really that relevant for her, you could say, which sucks because she's dripping in Key Links, right? She has more Key Links than attack links. She gets 2 Ki and 160% defense start of turn, 160% defense when performing a super attack. She has a 50% chance of dodging enemy attacks just at the start of turn as well. And then she launches a guaranteed additional super when she gets 6 or more Key Spheres obtained. So, very, very powerful. Typically, I've noticed that Super Saiyan Kefla can get, like, higher attack stats because of the extra 50% attack she can get with the 6 orbs. But then, you know, Kefla, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla does more overall damage because she's doing 2 supers, right? Then let's see here. So then she has her active skill, in Great Spirits, which changes physical Key Spheres to SCR Key Spheres, and then attacks become effective against all types for 1 turn. Can be activated when there's a Pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Saga category enemy once only. I'll be honest, I feel as though they could have allowed her attacks effective against all types to be permanent against Pure and Universal Survival Arc enemies. I feel like that would have been fair. Like, I know that makes her obviously a lot better, but I feel like they could have done that. Like, you know, it's the 1 turn is really nice, but they could have given her that for, like, permanently against those types of enemies. Considering Kefla's, like, power level in regards to the rest of Dragon Ball Super, you know, she's one of the top, I don't know, 4 or 5 strongest characters in Dragon Ball Super. Well, not including the manga, because, you know, obviously, like, Moro, I think, would shit on Kefla, right? But, like, you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, then her links, again, are the same as Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Warriors of Universe 6, Turn Up Power, and Fierce Battle. So there she is, man. There's this Kefla. Again, what I'll say is that at her best, she's better than Cooler's best. I mean, I just don't really think that, I don't know that that's even up for discussion. I just, two guaranteed super attacks, 50% chance to dodge. Like, at Rainbow, she's going to have 150k plus defense. You know, I don't know, man. Like, she's crazy. I mean, the good news is both her and Cooler exist. And guess what? They work great together. So, you don't, is it really important who's better? No, because they're great together. So, we can point that out, right? Also, too, before I really make a decision, I haven't seen Kefla in Super Battle Road yet, or, like, Battlefield. I haven't used her in Easy Ace. I want to do that. What Easy Ace Kefla could we use her in? You can use her in the Buhan Easy A where you don't want to. Blue Kaioken Goku, you don't want to use her there. AGL Vegito, you don't want to use her there. And then Majin Vegeta / Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So Kefla actually doesn't have an Easy A where you want to use her right now. So that's unfortunate for her. You know, that would put Cooler at, like, an advantage, because I believe Cooler, let me actually just pull it up real quick. Is there an Easy A where you for sure want Cooler. He's good against the Family Kamehameha units. You don't want to use him there. STR Gogeta, no. Ted Golden Frieza, probably not. And then AGL Super Vegito, no, but Cooler is the best leader for the category that AGL Super Vegito is weak to. So really, both Cooler and Kefla, they kind of tie. Neither of them are particularly great for any EZA, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. But, all right, we're done. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.